I'm Eddy Carroll, I'm the CTO with Amulet Devices, and this is our Windows Media Center voice remote control. I'm just going to do a quick run through a few commands.
Yeah, that would be great. Let's have a demo.
Play some jazz. So basically all your music, your genres, your albums, your artists are all keyed into our vocabulary, so you can just say name vending to play it. Play artist Nora Jones. I don't know if you can pick up the voice there, but we're getting some nice Nora Jones. Go to music. So we have the standard media center interface which we can control, but we've also put our own additional screens on here which give you a little bit more visual feedback.
And how many commands are in the system in total?
There's about 300 control commands, but then each of those commands may tie into several thousand vocabulary items for things like movie names, artist names, song names, and so on. So all told, the whole vocabulary is probably on the order of 5,000 to 10,000 words.
So it's movies, music, photos, anything else?
Recorded TV and also your television guides. So you can say things like, record this program at 7 o'clock next Tuesday, and it'll figure out what that is.
Nice, that's the way things should be done.
Yeah, so it works pretty well. The key point is our hardware has a little accelerometer in it. So I don't know if you can see on the camera, when I lift it vertically, red light comes on, and when I lower it, it goes off. So when the mic is on, that's when the system is listening to voice commands, and that's how we get such good quality recognition. We're not having to filter out all the kind of conversational noise and music and movie soundtracks that would be going on anyway.
And you were saying that it actually learns over time, so that it actually gets in tune with your voice and gets better.
That's exactly right. When you start off, we have a fairly generic profile which works with most people acceptably well, but the more a particular speaker uses it, the more the acoustic model gets tuned to that speaker's voice. So after using it for a day or two, the profile will be very accurately tuned to your voice, and you get very high accuracy. We also support multiple profiles if you have a lot of people in the house with different sounding voices. Generally a single profile works fine for most people, but we can do multiple profiles.
What about accents? We didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about accents. We've been at, as I said, CES for the last couple of years, and also CEDIA, and one of the interesting things there is you get a huge range of people coming up to the stand with different accents wanting to try the system out. And we've been really impressed with how well it stands up, actually better than we would have predicted, even with all the show noise and wireless interference and all of that. Generally people just walk up to it on the stand and they talk to it and it just works. And from that sense it kind of sells itself. Once people see it working and see it working for their own voice, it's kind of job done.
Does it struggle with very tough accents or?
Asian accents we found were quite difficult, and there's one guy in New York who is kind of like a New York accent with a bit of a lisp, and I struggled with him myself, and so I'm not too surprised that the system struggles. But for most people that sound, easy to understand for you or I, the Amulet system can understand them fairly well.
And what about other languages? Do you support?
Spanish and German are probably our next two big languages that we've had people asking about. Right now we're only English, and the speech engine we're using, which is based on Microsoft Speech Engine, does have support for additional languages. We haven't implemented that support yet, mainly because we thought we'd better just get the English model onto the market first. But certainly in the American market, Spanish will be the next big one, and
that makes
something
sense.
We're keen to pursue.
And you've been shipping since September.
We started shipping in September and had a very good reaction. We're starting to get a lot of nice online positive reviews, which is great. And we're looking forward to the future now.
And where can people find out more information online?
So if they go to our website, amuletdevices.com.
AMULET devices.com.
That's it. We have an online shop there where people can buy it, but there's also a list of resellers around the States where you can go and you can try it out and see it and so on. You can also buy it through Amazon. We have it listed there, and there's a number of our resellers also have their own online stores. And so put Amulet Devices into Google and you'll find plenty of information.
And what's the price point?
So the price point at the moment is $259 retail, various discount options and so on available if you look around, but that's our official retail price.
Okay, great. And last question, can they find you on Twitter?
Yes, they can. We are twitter.com/amuletdevices.
Just like it sounds. So you didn't have to fight to get that name. That's good to know.
Nobody else to take it, thank goodness. So we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we have our own YouTube channel, we're on Facebook, all the standard media outlets.
Great. Thanks very much.
Okay, thank you, Nate.